Assalamu alaikum everyone, I'm Sartabani and you're watching the Super Over Cricket Show. In this show I'm here with some breaking news, some exclusive breaking news, the latest news on the Pakistan squad for the upcoming T20 World Cup which is going to take place in USA and West Indies. So the latest news is that there could be a surprise change in the Pakistan 15 member or in the reserves. And this is because yesterday the Pakistan team released Hassan Ali from the squad so he can play some county cricket. So there could be a surprise change within the Pakistan squad, and the most likely names that are under consideration are Mohammad Haris, Pakistan's wicketkeeper batsman, the star for Pakistan in the last T20 World Cup which took place in Australia, or it could be Usama Mir, who performed very well in the last two PSLs. And also, according to credible sources, Mohammad Wasim Jr. is also under consideration along with Ahmed Jamal. So these four players, one of them will be under consideration. One of them will get selected for the 15 member. They could be a surprise inclusion, or they could be in the 18 member. So in the reserves for the so they won't travel with the team, but they'll be in the reserves for the Pakistan team for the T20 World Cup. So, out of all these names, most likely Mohammad Wasim Jr. looks ahead of Ahmed Jamal, even though I believe that Ahmed Jamal should be in the team because he's a wonderful all-rounder. He showed his skill and ability in Australia in Test cricket, which is seen as the toughest format, which tests you in many ways. And he also showed his batting ability in the PSL, even scoring one match where he scored 80 odd against Islamabad United, where Zenmi were 20 for 5. So Ahmed Jamal can be a good addition for the Pakistan team, seeing as Pakistan cricket team has been lacking an all-rounder over the last few years, which has been a weakness of the Pakistan cricket team, a fast bowling all-rounder. So, but it could also be Mohammad Haris, which is also a good decision because the selectors and Wahab Riaz and the captain, as well as the coaches, haven't been treating Mohammad Haris well, and he's not been playing enough cricket, seeing as he missed he never played that much in the Asia Cup. He was in the reserves for the World Cup, which took place in India, the 50 overs World Cup. Plus, he's an impact player, and he showed his skill and talent in the World Cup in Australia. But the Pakistan team will only select one player out of these four players. It could be Wasim Jr. most likely, according to what I know. And this is because of Babar Azam's confidence in Wasim Jr. Seeing as Wasim Jr. has played the last few ICC tournaments for Pakistan, has done amazing with the ball. In the Australia World Cup, he took some good wickets, even in the match against Zimbabwe where he took a 4-for. And then there was a match against in the 2023 World Cup he performed very well. Even the match against New Zealand where he scored where he took 3 for 60. So he could be a good player who Pakistan can select, but there will be, or there could even be one player from the 15-member squad who were initially under consideration. There could be one player who can go out of the squad, and we could see one of these four surprise additions in the squad. So most likely it could probably even be Mohammad Haris, seeing as Pakistan lack some impact, lack some firepower in that middle order. Even though you have the likes of Azam Khan, Iftikhar and Fazl Zaman, they're not clicking the way they should be, they're not performing the way they should be. Plus a player like Mohammad Haris, who you know will play fearless cricket and positive cricket from the ball one, so he could be a good option. But there could be some issues within the selections, as we've seen that someone like Osama Mir got dropped. Even though he did win the last match for Pakistan against New Zealand, the 30-20 where he took 2 wickets, he hasn't been the best in international cricket, and he hasn't performed in international cricket the way he's been performing in league cricket. There's a big difference. So maybe he might not get selected. But of all these 4 selections, Wasim Jr. and Mohammad Haris look the likely candidates that could get selected, seeing as Mohammad Haris has been useful and has shown his impact and shown his ability in the last T20 World Cup, which can be useful, seeing as Pakistan need a player who can bring that flavour to the lineup and bring that firepower which sometimes Pakistan lack. and sometimes Pakistan look way behind in terms of approach towards playing cricket, in terms of strike rate, in terms of looking to take the game on. Pakistan look behind. If you compare them to teams like England, Australia, or India, Pakistan look behind because of the lack of firepower, the lack of players who can win matches for them, players who can play with high strike rates, players who can take the game away from the opposition. So Mohammad Haris is such a player who can do that. And if Usama Mir does come in the Pakistan team, then the question will raise on why was he dropped on the team? Why isn't Imran given a chance here against Ireland? Why is he just keeping him on the bench? If you wanted to keep him on the bench, then you should have picked Usama Mir in the squad. This is another issue which the Pakistan selectors and the PCB need to look at, where they drop a player for no reason, even though he's performed very well in the PSL, which is seen as a league which is not easy to perform consistently in, and Usama Mir has done that. So there could be a surprise addition in the Pakistan team. The main reason being is Hassan Ali not being in the squad, as he's been released, and lots of people are happy because Hassan Ali was continued back by Babar Azam, which wasn't a good decision, as he was over-favoured instead of other bowlers like Wasim Juna, who has performed very well in the last two ICC tournaments, and you can have Ahmed Jamal as an option, seeing as Pakistan lack fast bowling all-rounders, so he could be a good option as well. So this is the latest news that's coming out, is that Pakistan 15-member squad could see a surprise addition out of these four players: Usama Mir, Mohammad Haris, Ahmed Jamal, and Wasim Juna. One of these guys will get selected in the 15-member, or if not in the 15-member, then the 80-member. And the squad will be announced tomorrow. I'll be doing my video tomorrow on the Pakistan squad analysis. So if you like this video, if you like this latest breaking news, smash that like this video, and I'll see you in the next video. Allah Hafiz.